Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome. We're doing racing whatever we can. A little out of focus. Okay, that looks better. Okay, so yeah, we're running whatever we can. First up, dirt midgets. I was gonna just record it, and then it was like, you know what? I will just do a live stream. One thing I'm learning very quickly is that running these 200, just racing these 200 races is going to be hard enough. Editing the videos is going to be what really is. That's going to be the real problem. So me getting everything edited and uploaded. So I was like, dude, we'll just live stream today. So we're running dirt midgets. We're in the top split. There was like 20 guys, and they split it into 2 races, 21 or 22. And I just ran with these guys, most of them, in the video, the midget race a couple days ago. I ran with these guys. And they're fast, so. Regen slick through the middle again, so we'll just come out here and run the top again. Got a little loose there on the entry. Ooh, barely got my lap in time. Ooh, that was close. Hey, we got the pole. Sweet. All right. So, that worked out. Well, we ran qual slick. We'll just run heat slick. I am going to put the stagger back. Not all of it. We had 6 inches, which was, I think, a little too much for qual, but we'll put that in there. Making sure my mic was on. So in the race that I ran here a couple days ago, I had a horrible start on the heat race. Spun my tires, got past. The only reason I won the heat race was because dude ran out of gas. I was extremely lucky. Obviously can't count on that again. So need to get a good jump. I do not think I could have hit that dude more square in the rear bumper. I thought for sure he was going to slide up a little bit more. I already know the top is fast. Whoa. And I don't care to just continue running it. Because I want to see where else can be fast. Because following Homeboy here on the top isn't going to do me any good. You guys are fighting like crazy. Okay. We gotta go back. I gotta go back and watch this heat race because these guys are going at it. I want to know what happened here. Not with me, because I already know what happened there. Oh, where'd they go? Oh. Okay, so that dude just caught the wall. Oh. Okay, so that right there. I can see where he'd be upset by that. And then was there another wreck? Oh, no, that was when the leader wrecked. Oh, okay. Slider. All right, I don't know. Everyone's upset. Whatever. These things are incredibly hard to drive. They're a lot of fun, but they're hard to drive. What's up, Devin? Made it back to Kansas. Excited to get back to racing. Nice. Just got to get through this update, apparently. Update? Rob, these are the dirt midgets. I don't run micros. These are the midgets. Oh, so is this the line, slider line? Or is he sliding himself? Oh. That's what happened to me. That dude, the dude that threw the slider on me, he threw a perfect slider. I had nowhere to go but hit the brakes. What's up, Brandon? What update, Devin? What update are you talking about? The one that we had like a week ago? The patch or whatever? Because there wasn't much to that in terms of, like, the cars. I think the Cup car, like, they just changed the tire parameters. And I got to be honest with you, it did not... I can't even really feel the difference. I noticed almost no difference in the testing that I did. A 2G update. I haven't been gone for 3 weeks. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know what a 2G update is either. 1 second. Okay, sorry about that. I got... Ooh, man, so we're going straight. I don't think I need the... don't think I need the full-on slick setup for the feature, but crap. We're gonna go with it. There we go. I am worried that well, I'm gonna just adjust my shock real quick. That'll take care of that. I wish these cars could slick off the track faster, man. I really do. Like, I was talking about this in one of the races I did, one of the videos. You know, because I don't know, what have I done? 5 or 6 races? I can't remember. I've got a list of them to help me keep track because I'm already losing track. But it was either the midget or the sprint car. Well, man, it might have been the late model. I don't know. I've been running a lot of dirt. But anyways, so I don't necessarily think they need to make the slick more slick. I think they just need to make the tacky more gripped up. I'm pretty sure. Okay, so they all just took each other out. This is race number 6, I think, Devin. I only did 2 races yesterday. So I'm already falling behind. I gotta mute these guys. So yeah, this is race 6. Technically, I need to be doing like 3 1/4 races a day, so I'm already behind. What I'm hoping, and this morning I was looking, I really miss the days when people were running dirt races at like 8 a.m., 9 a.m. Eastern time, because I could hop on at like 5:30 before I would go to work and do a race. And those races are not as popular anymore. They're trying me. They're trying. They're literally sliding every single corner, which is awesome. I love running races like this. Ooh, I backed it up a little too far. I don't want to do that again. I could feel him coming. That's why I was trying to get a little bit higher that time. I don't know if you guys can hear that. No! Oh, netcode. I thought that dude was wrecking in front of me. Damn it. was actually too loose, which I did not think would happen with this slick setup. I need to take out some left rear shock. But I do not want to take my hand off the wheel. Ah, there we go. Whew. I can adjust it now. Okay, that should help a little bit. Had a little too much left rear shock in it on the entry. Down in Bellevue a few weeks ago for Silver Ground. Nice. Damn it. I do that a lot at this track in the midget, and I don't know why I do that here and not other tracks, where I'm always right up against the front stretch wall scraping it. Homeboy's just faster than me right now. That's all there is to it. I ain't got nothing for him. Screwed that corner up. I went in too straight. Hey, all good, man. That was a fun race, dude. That was a lot of fun. And I will definitely take a podium. I didn't have nothing for him at the end of the race. Let's see my tires. 75. What the hell? Man, I'm really rolling over hard on the right rear tire. Probably because I took that rebound out of that shock. Alright, what do we got next? I would like to keep racing dirt. Wish we could get some, like, races going here. Big blocks, cedar. Let's do it. Haven't been on iRacing very much. Just got to where I can run 305s today and learn it and have fun. Nice, man. That's awesome. And the more you race, dude, the better you'll get. The better you'll get. I mean, it's just laps, dude. It really is. You know, it's one of the things that kind of drives me nuts about the sim racing community, especially like the dirt side. Like, people on the dirt side say we want it to be realistic. We want to be realistic. And then when iRacing changes something and it's hard, they complain. They're like, dude, it's too hard. It's way too hard. The car, it's impossible to keep straight. It's like, well, dude, it's a 900 horsepower, beast that's like wanting to flip over when it goes into the corner. Like, you wanted it to be real. Well, they're trying to make it real, And obviously we can debate all day long how close these things are to reality, because we all know that they've got issues. All the dirt cars do. Actually, I don't think it's so much the cars as opposed to the track. I think the track is the track is the big issue. That's what I think. Forgot to load up my trading paints. I think if they could get the track figured out, it would be huge. Okay, hold on. I got to get my sheet loaded up so I'm not, whoops. Oh, okay, there we go. Okay, so that was Lanier, third midgets, results second, payout 8. Okay. All right. What did I load up? I don't even know what I rolled. What do we got for track? Oh, practice is clean, so track is super tacky. All right. But yeah, I mean, anyways, man, the more that you run them, like the 305s are they're cool, but like when you get past the 305s, or like when you get past the limited late models, and you can start running the bigger stuff, 360s, pro lates. I did not know that guy was there. I was reading wrong. I was reading my standings and not my relative. That was a bonehead move on my part. Okay, now I've got a gap. There we go. I feel like I need more. A little bit more. Like, first of all, I feel like I'm way too high in this. This car, I always need to sit like really low. There we go. damn tires. I feel like I need a little bit more right rear. A little bit more right rear drive. Today's Sunday, the week's almost over, who cares? So let's actually, I want to raise up both these arms. Oh, that's right, that won't go up more. Okay, so let's go 26. And can I do that? Oh, you gonna make me go 4? Yes, you are, aren't you? Okay, let's go with that. That might give me a little bit more rear steer. Benjamin's channel, I'm coming with you, Tommy. Right on, man, come on. Let's do some racing, man. Hey, Kep, I see you in here. Now, I will say this, I want to say in an hour at 6, I think it's 6 p.m. my time, which is in a little more than an hour. I'm running the Lotus 79s at, I think it's Phoenix. So. But we might be able to get one more race in, depending on how long the race is. I've been finding with these things, as I've been playing with them more and more, if you can get the rear steer right on this car, to where you're literally just driving it with the throttle without having to turn the wheel much, it can be really fast. But the problem is if you're off just a little bit, scrape the wall there. I'm a little loose in the center. That's driving me nuts. The car's just a little too loose in the center. I think part of the reason is that damn bump, but yeah, big blocks do drive off the right rear really hard. That's the main thing. A lot of people don't play around with them enough. The trailing arms are like a big deal on all of the cars, right, that have them. You look at like the late models, for example, you can make massive gains with your setup in terms of how the car feels and how it handles just by adjusting the trailing arms. Just by adjusting the trailing arms. The easiest way to think about the trailing arms is the higher the angle, the more angle you've got, the more drive that wheel's going to have on throttle. That's the easiest way to think about it. It's one of the reasons why you see the left rear on most setups all the way up, because we're always looking for drive in the late models. But with the right rear, a lot of times people don't play with that, and you can like really. I was doing testing with it this last week at Eldora in the late model. I could improve my traction and my wheel spin by literally 1% by the way that I calculate it. And just by changing the trailing arm. Nothing else, just by changing the trailing arm. It was pretty insane, because I hadn't tested it that much since how many times they changed the tire on that car? It seems like they change it like every few weeks. So, that one, I kind of got the idea from that, and then I was like, you know what, I'm gonna play around with the big blocks and see how those are, because I hadn't really messed with it much since the dirt refresh, which was a year ago, in terms of playing with the trailing arms. Like, I knew what worked, and I've just kind of stuck with that. So I started playing around with it more, and then it was like, oh crap, this can work pretty well if you get it right. And that's the thing. It's right, it's awesome, but when you miss, it sucks. At least for me it does, because I'm not good enough in these things to overcome mistakes. Hey mate, new to channel. Oh, nice, VR guy, welcome. Any beginner tip on dirt ovals? Yeah, man, go out, get laps. Figure out what kind of cars you want to drive, and this damn thing. Get off the wall. Oh, I don't have my push to talk on. I gotta fix that. Can't apologize if I don't have that fixed. And I'm broke. God damn it. Anyways. Turn laps. Figure out what car you want to drive and practice. Go out, turn laps. And when you start running races, mute the voice chat. Don't listen to people. Just mute it. If you wreck, if you get into people, if you make mistakes, don't worry about it. Move on. Every single one of them people, every driver out there has made mistakes. We've all made them. I don't care who you are. And the people who like to run their mouths and talk crap and try to put you down, they're just punks, dude. Like, I don't know any other way to put it. They're absolute punks. Because there was a time that they were wrecking and making mistakes too. So just mute your chat. Don't listen to them. But yeah, figure out what car you want to run, man, and get out there and start practicing, dude. Race. Practice with the purpose. That's probably the biggest thing that a lot of people don't do. When they'll go out and they'll test, and they're just running laps. Like, every time you're testing or practicing, I mean, unless you're just like, I just want to turn laps and have fun. Well, if that's the case, whatever. But if you're trying to get better, you should always be every time you get on the track, you should practice with the purpose. Like, if I see you testing and I ask you, hey, what are you doing? What are you practicing? You should have an answer like, hey, I'm trying to improve running the cushion on a slick track. Hey, I'm trying to improve staying, on the bottom and not sliding into the slick. I'm trying to get better at running the bottom when the track's super slick, right? Or I'm trying to get better at, throwing sliders, my angle of it, or whatever it is. But you should be practicing with the purpose. Even to this day, because I've turned a ridiculous number of laps by myself. One of the reasons I'm doing this racing challenge is to force myself to get back to racing more. But even when I'm doing like insider stuff, if I'm practicing something, there's a purpose behind it. Something that I'm trying to either improve, knock the rust off, something. So yeah. And lastly, man, don't forget to have fun. We all started doing this to have fun. Not one single person decided to started sim racing because they wanted to be stressed out and pissed off. So, have fun, man, no matter what happens. Oh, caught the tire. Damn it. That was on me. My fault. I got loose in front of the guy. Anyways. Raising right rear trailing arm. Freeze it up a bit on entry. Yeah, because it's got more right rear drive. So that's what I always tell people when someone talks about a car being loose. There's two types of loose in every car. There's loose by going into the corner and the rear doesn't have enough grip. It's sliding. And then there's loose where you go into the corner and the right rear has way more grip than the left rear and it's driving the car around. So yeah, that can definitely happen too. Dakota, I just want to learn to build setups. Yeah, Dakota, there's a lot of people that hit me up about wanting to learn how to build setups. I need to do some more trainings on that. I really do. Because I do think that we're going to see, I don't know when it's going to happen. I'm hoping it's soon because like I was just talking about and Brandon said the track is the weak part right now with dirt. I do think we're going to see updates to this track. I think we're going to see changes. I don't know when. I'm hoping it's sooner rather than later. But I do think we're going to see that. And when we start seeing stuff like that, I think there's going to be changes with the cars again, where you're going to notice differences with the setups. One thing that I want to see on dirt, I think it would be amazing, would be dirty air. You know, we watch a real life sprint car race or a real life dirt late model race. One of the reasons you see the cars all over the place is because of dirty air. Like the sprint cars are looking for clean air. They're looking that, you know, that wing is so important to get them stuck to the ground. Same thing on the late models. You look at those cars, dude, the bodies are all contorted in the way that they ride and hike up like it's all aero. So aero really matters on those cars. And when you have dirty air, it affects how you drive and where you drive. I would like to see that in iRacing because I think it would be really, really cool. But whenever that day comes, knowing how to make adjustments is going to be critical. It really is. And although SSR, we offer setups, we have paid services, I still, you know, there's a lot of people out there that want to know how to do it themselves. And I've always wanted to help those people because I don't want people to think they have to go to a setup shop to compete because that's just not the case. It's not. And anybody who tells you that is lying to you because that's crap. So yeah, man, we've got, what kind of car do you want to, what cars do you want to learn to set up? Tommy is a man of wise words. Thanks, man. Appreciate it, Brandon. Thanks. Tried the wing sprints. Lots of fun. Yeah, VR, the wing sprints are a lot of fun. They are, it really depends on the track, man. It so depends on the track state. I've done wing sprint car races over the last like 2 months. I've done races where it was incredible. It was so much fun. The track was perfect. It was racy. You could run sliders, run the top, run the bottom. A lot of fun. And then I've ran other races where it was pre-gen crap and it was, you couldn't even call it one groove. It was horrible. Like that midget race we just ran was actually pretty fun. The bottom came in late, but it still came in. Like that was pretty fun. You know, the wing sprint cars, when you can get the track to where you've got a different, you know, multiple grooves coming in, they're a lot of fun. So, good choice. And, you know, learning to drive the sprint cars, I think, is important because it really teaches you throttle. No clue. Well, VR, when you're new, your main goal is to just drive. Just get to where you can control the car. The key to all dirt cars is keep them straight and moving forward, man. Like, that's the key to all dirt cars. Keep them straight, keep them hooked up. Whether it's a wing sprint car, a dirt late model, it doesn't matter. Street stock, which I don't drive, but it doesn't matter. You're trying to keep the car as straight and as smooth as possible. Like these cars, I want to get through the corner as straight as I can without the car breaking loose and without spinning the tires. Like, that's the goal of this car. And it's better to do that, and it's the same thing with this car as is in the wing sprint. So watch this lap right here where I'm working the throttle. Right, I just did a 13.1. Right, keeping it nice and straight and smooth. Now this next lap, let's just stab and steer, man. Let's just keep her wide open. So we were literally almost a full second slower, right? Giving it way more throttle, but just we're all over the place. So that's the thing. When you're first learning how to drive in VR, work on getting them through the corner nice and straight and smooth. Learn to drive with the throttle. So when I take this into the corner, I'm rolling off, it's coming around, and then I'm picking up the throttle, and that's what's driving it around, right? You see I'm using my hand here to illustrate it. I've only got one hand on the wheel. I'm essentially driving this thing with the throttle. That's how, when you're dirt racing, the way you want to think about the car, you drive with the pedals, particularly the throttle. You guide with the steering wheel. The wheels guide you. That's all they do. The throttle is what drives you. So think of it like that. I'm always like, whenever I'm in top split in these cars, I'm always like 2/10 off the pace in qualifying. Always. Never fails. Never fails. Okay. See what else we got. Focus on being smooth and holding the line, not worried about speed so much. Yep. Want to run consistent, go faster. Yep, exactly. Dakota, late models. Okay, so Dakota, honestly, for the dirt late models, for like setups on those, there's like a couple of like base setups that you can do. You could put, no joke, you could put a 600 in the left front for springs, a 600 in the left front, a 150 in the right front, a 50 in the left rear. You could put those 3 springs in and never touch them again, and you'll be good at most tracks. Use the right rear for your spring split, for, you know, how much you want the car to rotate. Use the packer to keep the right front out of the ground, right? Like ride heights, you want the fronts to be around like 4 1/4. I mean, basically you want the nose to be sealed off when you're going down the track. So you do have to adjust the ride heights and the right front packer. But you could put those springs in and then adjust like stagger, left rear bite. You know, you could use those to adjust like loose and tight. Your tire pressures, you could put 10 on the right sides, 8 on the left sides. Very rarely are you going to adjust off that. Like when it's super tacky, you can increase the rear pressures and get a little bit more grip, but they wear out faster. Not like when the new build first came out last year, it was insane because you could run, what was it, Brandon? I know you remember. Was it 25 pounds? You would put 25 pounds in the right rear, and the car would be like 0.2 of a second faster. But after like 3 laps, the right rear was smoked. So it was weird the way that it was. They fixed that now. I think the most you can go up to is like 14. But yeah, it was so weird. So that was actually like a qualifying trick you could do in the beginning. You put 25 pounds in the right rear for qual. Ah, dang it, I got a little too loose there. Off by 2/10. I told you. I don't know what it is with these cars, man. In qualifying, I'm 2/10 of a second off. I've always been that way. Even big block races that I've won in qualifying, I was like 1 to 2/10 of a second off. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. It's the weirdest thing. Like, I just suck at qualifying, I guess. That's probably it. Yeah, the throttle timing is really important. You're correct about that. Problem most people have is they enter the corner too hard. And yeah. Yeah, you want to try to drive through the corner. That's always worked really good for me. It's one of the reasons I think why I actually do better when it gets slick with certain cars. I'm actually faster in the slick, and I don't mean like lap time faster, but I do better in the slick than tacky. Because I do drive more like that, where I'm off the throttle, I'm rolling in, and then throttling through. It's line selection. It probably is, Brandon. My line selection with these cars is, I don't know. It's one of the things I've been very open and honest about. I've never completely gotten it. I don't know what it is. Gotta drive it downhill a little more. That could be. Well, Cap, you know what? I think I've got a 24 in right now. Oh, you start with the 509 here? Oh my god. Okay, so I'm way too short on gear. Way too short on gear. Wow, okay. I'll have to play with that more. I don't know what it is. I've never, I was never around these cars in real life, and I've never driven, obviously I've never driven one of these cars. But to me, it seems like they should have more grip, more forward drive. Well, then again, we were just talking about that a little while ago. All the dirt cars feel like they should have more forward drive. It's the track. Damn tire. I gotta remember to fix that shock in the right front. I need to stiffen it. It's too soft for that damn bump. I think I tapped that guy. Oh, I did. Who is that? Christopher Clue. No one's driving the... What? So then how do I... Oh, that's right. You can't... I know no one's driving the car, so why can't... I don't know why they did that. Yeah, it won't let me text him or message him. That's dumb. Yeah. Well, that's stupid. What the hell? Oh. Kept holding me. No, he didn't leave. It's not letting me talk to the user. See, like when the guy's in the car, I can do the user and the driver, but when they're not in the car, I can't. I don't. It's weird. I don't know what that is. Am I gonna have? I finished 6. Do I have to run a consolation? No, they took 7. That sucks because I tapped that guy, and I'm pretty sure he did not make the feature. That's a bummer. PM team? Let's try that. Oh. Well, that's weird. I wonder why you have to do it to the team. That's new. Okay, we need to get a different look at this. I'm figuring... Okay, he won. I was like, dude, that guy, where is he going? Okay. Huh. 10 bucks if that one. Go to entries. Yeah, I've never done that neither. I always just clicked on their helmet. Now see, now I can do that because he's in the car though. I hope that guy makes it to the feature, man. How many go? Only 4. That sucks. Oh, he's not moving. Okay, so we need to get our feature set. I have a feeling, well, we're gonna go with the tacky set, but I definitely need to put a much taller gear in it. Go to a 509. Alright, come on, Clute. I'm rooting for you, man. What the heck? It wouldn't let you ult in that. This track is usually tough around the top. Is the preferred line for the feature? Yeah, the top is tough here, especially in 3 and 4. It gets really tough because if you don't open the car up enough on the entry, you'll slide up into the wall. Come on, Clute. Come on, man, make the feature. This guy makes a feature. No, no, no! Dang it. It's been a bug. Yeah, that sounds about right, Brandon. Oh, here comes a slider. No, no, no! No! Oh. Damn. Oh, no! Those two guys are going to take each other out. There you go. This is actually some good racing back here. These guys are battling for this last transfer spot. 3 wide for 4th. Oh, that's a bummer. Ooh, that was a beautiful slider. Yeah, that wall coming out of 2 sucks, man, because it comes up really fast. Oh, this dude's still on the track. What the? What was that? Where? That guy is just cruising on the track, or what? Yeah, he's just cruising on the track. Wow, that... Man. That sucks. This is my feature setup. Yes, it is. That's a bummer. Wow. Like your car's missing the wheel, man. Like that's like damn. That's tough, dude. That would be a That'd be a tough pill to swallow. That would be a tough one to swallow. That's a bummer. All right. What do we got? 50 laps? Yeah, 50 laps. Good luck, Cap. Go get him, man. I'm going to need the track to slick off a whole lot more before I'm going to have any chance of even getting up there. All right, here we go. They're already stacking up. For 16, there it is. All right, let's try this again. And that bump is gnarly getting into one. Eyes are watering so bad right now. I got this fan blowing on me. Ah. Whew. That was exhausting. My God. I am definitely not running the right line, or I don't know, I'm not doing something right. Because I'm off just a little bit with these guys. I feel like I'm getting like a little too loose at the center of the corner, and I can't tell if it's me or if I just missed the setup. Like if I'm giving it too much throttle, or if the car's just too loose. I can't tell. Because when I try to give it less throttle, it feels like the car wants to stay straight. So, probably me would be my prediction. It's probably me. Right, 17 more laps. That dude pulled right out in front of everybody. I don't know what happened there. The dude just pulled out. I think he thought he was clear or something, but he was not. We are running in like 10th right now. We got to finish in the top 10. Or at least that's the goal. I want to finish in the top 10. Oh, somebody just got wrecked into. The dude caught the tires, man. He wasn't intentional. He caught the tires and shot up the track. Man, I think Kep got taken out in that wreck. That sucks because he was running in the top 5. All right, here we go. We got less than 10 laps, so we're single file. Got what, 9 to go. Take the green. The bottom seems to actually be working best for me right now, so I'm going to stay down there. when I don't hit the tires. Damn it. You. This guy's just taking everybody out, isn't he? Who was that guy? Oh well. I can tell you one thing I have not missed out on is the vitriol that these guys have in the chat, dude. Oh my god, it's been crazy. Now I remember why I always mute the chat. Okay. Ooh, we got something. Can we make... Oh, Arca. Could we do the Arca race and then... What time is the... Wait a second. That's Cup. What's the... When's the, Shoot, when's the, whatchamacallit? Posted session. No, that's not it. What is that in tonight? All right. Well, I can't even find it. All right, so we're gonna run Arca. But I know the Lotuses are. I just don't know. Where did I see that? I saw that somewhere, dude. That's gonna drive me nuts. Okay, so where was that? Okay. Okay, maybe the Lotuses aren't tonight? Are they? I thought I saw Lotuses tonight. I could be completely wrong about that. Yeah, I think I looked at the wrong date on that. Yeah, there's no Lotus race tonight. I looked at the wrong date. It's next week. Okay, so then that's all right then. We can just run this. And this is going to wait to just put me into the race server. Yeah, you were doing good, Kep, until you got taken out. That sucked. Yeah, no Lotuses tonight. I know. I just saw that. I was looking at the wrong date. I'm an idiot. I was getting my hopes up about that too. Oh, it's okay. We'll run Arca. Oh, hold on. I gotta put the sheet. So, crap. What did I finish? I didn't even see what I finished. Big block. We finished 9th. Okay, so that was Cedar Lake. Big block modified. Finished 9th. Yeah, it's 2. Okay. All right, so that was race 7. This is race 8. My God, we got a long way to go. Such a long way to go. Oh, damn, I'm number 7 in this race? That sucks. Okay, so I remember I think it was last night. I want to have more offset. 1 second. One sec, I'll be right back. Okay, sorry about that. Freaking hot as can be in here. Oh my God. So I was way off on my qualifying last night, like way off. We only got 30 seconds left. Pretty sure I was running the wrong line. Ended up with the 497 to the feature and it felt great. Yeah, I went to a 509 and it was way too short. I needed a taller gear. Plus I was getting loose like in the middle of the corner. I actually needed to tighten the car up more. It's so crazy because that is one thing about the dirt refresh that is cool because it is much more realistic. Like, I can do tests and do these sessions when I'm doing the insider stuff, and the car can feel great and it can work. And then you get into a live session, and it's like different time, different temperature. All of a sudden, the dirt doesn't have as much moisture or whatever it is, like these different variables. And all of a sudden, the car's like way too loose or way too tight. Like, it's off. So, I definitely had the wrong gear in it, which that needs to be changed, but okay. Alright, let's see if we can lay down a decent lap here. One thing I'm trying to figure out on these cars, because I do not race them very often, is how hard I can push it in the race. Like the race I ran last night or whatever it was. I could have pushed harder, like the right front was still like 75% or something. Got loose. Caught the apron there, dang it. And pushed up the track there. I don't know what it is, but dude, my steering wheel, even with the as much, I've got 6 degrees of negative offset and my wheel still feels like it's pointing to the right. That, it's like I'm going straight down the straightaway right now. My wheel is off at least 4 more degrees. At least 4 more degrees. And that drives me crazy. Let's go. Actually, let's go 10. I agree. I take a base setup for small, medium, large tracks, and as night goes on for that reason. Yeah, you're right, Kep. I mean, that's the way, you know, to do it. It really is. Oh, it's so freaking hot in here. I am so over the heat. So over the heat. And it's going to be crazy hot. I mean, it's not going anywhere. You know, it's July. We've got 2 more months of this crap. Oh my God. Yeah, it's a 107, and tomorrow it's going to be near record high, which means it's going to be like, I don't know, 110, 112. I think it was like 114 yesterday. It's something insane. It was so hot yesterday. So hot yesterday. All right, come on, let's get to the race. So we have the Legacy game, Arca. here we go. Track temp 127. That's cool. No wonder the track was so slick. All right, here we go. Whoa! Someone got loose. Whoa! Definitely thread the needle there. Man, that guy hit the wall hard. I can't believe he's still going. I feel like I'm finally starting to get like a decent feel for this car. Say that as I get loose. One thing I don't have figured out though is the... Whoa! Where'd he go? The arrow on these things. I don't know how the arrow is. Like, I don't know if it's... Like, you can feel it, but I can't, what's the word I'm trying to use? Like, with the truck or the Cup car, even the Xfinity, like, I kind of know what to expect with dirty air. With these, I don't. Like, there's things that still kind of surprise me about it. And I don't know if it's because it's... I don't know if it's like more of a... I don't know. I don't know what it is. As I hit the wall, I'm going to stay on the wall because I don't want to ruin anybody's race. We're done. Well, that sucked. Just got too high and caught the wall. Destroyed my car. Damn. That's a bummer. Ah, crap. Sucks. Yeah, forfeit. My result is horrible. Why would we wait to see what it is? Oh, I'd like to do a dirt race. Jumpy trucks? Dude, I haven't even looked at. It's been so long since I've ran like off-road stuff. It's been so long since I've ran off-road. We've already ran the midgets now. I don't want to run the midgets again. Guess I could run the UMPs. Or the 360s. When is that? 30 minutes. That's a long time. I don't want to wait that long. Let's run the UMPs. I've already ran the 360s this week. Let's run the UMPs. We'll make that our last race of the night, since the ARCA race was a disaster. I'm just glad I didn't screw anybody else up. Stuck it to the wall. I can handle that. Well, the good thing is I won't have to. I don't have to edit the video. This and just leave up the live stream. That's awesome. All right, I need to definitely got to get some practice in these things. Hey, what's up, Kep? I'm bringing the cone with me. That is one thing that happens sometimes to me with this car. My front end like washes out. This car is similar to the big block where you have to be so soft with the throttle. Bring it, Cap. God, my car got super tight there. That was fun. Oh, that's why the damn thing wouldn't turn. I was hooked on that dude's fender or front. Oh, that's right. You can't adjust the brake bias. Damn it. Alright, let's get this race on the road. Let's get it going. How much more time we got? 7 minutes. Damn. Oh, wait a second. That's not what I wanted to do. What's going on? There we go. I wonder if they still do the... Oh, they changed that. That's right. Let's see, what kind of lap times are these guys running right now? No. 15.7. 15.8. The hell was I running? I don't even know what my lap times were. 15.8. Okay. Okay. Well, not too far off. This is one car for whatever reason, I don't know why, I've always wanted to try driving one of these in real life. Even when I was a kid, that was always my dream when I was little. The first race car that I truly wanted to drive was a modified. I always thought the modifieds were like the coolest things ever. Now we don't have, out here in California, we don't have UMP mods, we have IMCAs. I remember when the IMCA mods would come to town, it was like a big deal when I was a kid. I will say this, these things are way more fun than they used to be before the refresh. Before the refresh, you couldn't even get to full throttle with these cars. What are those guys doing? Let's just rip this thing wide open and see how it does. Yeah, you're definitely way more on throttle with these things than you used to be. Just looking to see what time it was and I spun out. What time is it? Okay, we got one more minute. Okay, that's a cool paint job. This thing right here, this is cool. It looks all rusted. That's pretty awesome. That's pretty awesome. I definitely need to get a... This paint job is freaking old. I haven't done anything with this in a while. Up, there we go. Time to race. Boom shakalaka. All right, finally. I think after this, probably gonna call it a night. Gotta get back to work this next week, which is a bummer. Back to reality. I'm gonna take those off because that fan is blowing up under them and it's like drying my eyes out, making them water. What do we have? Low usage. Okay. So we got slick going into the corner. I'm stuttering. That definitely seems to be the line. High 1 and 2, and then kind of like a slider line 3 and 4. Gonna be my guess. At least that's what I'm gonna run. How many cars we got? 17. What do we take? 6 and 6, 12, then 4. So 16 in the future. So 1 car's going home. All right. Let's mark this down. Charlotte Dirt. Alright, come on, I'm ready to rise. Let's see what this has. Come on. Just saw where it's almost time. Yeah, there we go. Almost time. Get my gum ready. All right. So I think what I'm going to do, because if I miss the line in 3 and 4 on the first lap, it's going to kill my second lap. So I think on the first lap, I'm just going to go top. And then on lap 2, I'm going to go top slider. So that way my second lap's got as much momentum as possible. Woohoo! Pole, baby! We'll see if it stands. One of these guys still needs to go. Or 3 of them, but one of them, the 3 car, he's fast. Please don't get outside pole. Please don't get outside pole. That's all I don't want. I'll put the tow rope on, follow you to a podium. Yeah, Kip, I don't know if that's the best idea. I'm not the best in these things. At least when it comes to racecraft. Like that lap that I just ran in qualifying works. But when it comes to doing that lap in the race, eef. You know, I don't... I'm not good at knowing how the track's going to change with these things. Like I'm decent with it, but the guys who race these things a lot, and there's guys who literally run these things all the time. Like they know what these cars want in terms of like when the track starts changing from from top to bottom or bottom to top or middle or whatever. Like they know. And I have an idea, but I don't run these things that much. So, like, I can lay down a qual lap and be fast, right? I can tell you, hey, this is how you run the top, this is how you run the bottom. Like, for the feature, this is what you want to do. But when you're out there racing, as that track is changing, stuff like that, like, some of those guys, man, they know exactly, like, oh, just... When we were running these... Was that... I think it was Lincoln. I was running these at Lincoln. And this dude... Everybody was running the same exact line for like 20 laps in the feature. And it was basically like that slider line in 1 and 2 where you're entering low and you're sliding up. And then 3 and 4, we were just hitting the marbles. And this dude was like probably like 3rd or 4th. And it was like he knew exactly when to do it. And it was like all of a sudden he goes in high, he runs this cut down line in 1 and 2, picks off like 2 cars, and then 3 and 4 like rolls bottom, and boom, he's in the lead. And that was the line he ran the rest of the race, and he ended up winning by like 2 seconds or something. Like it was incredible. I was just like, what the hell? Like he knew, and he pulled out like a 2-second lead in like 5 laps. It was crazy. Like he just knew, like, time to change my lines. So with these things, I'm not great at that. Nice lap, thanks. Pop slider most of the race. That's what I think it'll be too, Kep. But that's my thing, is I don't know when it's going to change. I don't know when. I'm not good at knowing that with this car. Or with the late model. I've lost races because of that in the late model. I remember at Eldora, I led like 40 laps. Because it was like a 50-lap race or whatever in the super late model. I led like 40-something laps. And I was saying throughout the race, I was like, I was on the bottom. Like, the top's going to come in, and I don't know when. I can't go up there because I don't want to give up the bottom. I'm just too fast right now. And sure enough, about 7-8 laps to go, I'm getting passed by the guy on the top. I'm like, damn it. Yeah, I'm stuttering, dude. That is, oh my god. That one was so bad I lost my force feedback for a split second. I could hear him behind me all over my backside. Thanks, man. I could hear him behind me, man. I thought for sure he was gonna... Yeah, he was right there. I was waiting for him to try to maybe do like a cut down when I do a slider. Him try to do a cut down in 3 and 4. I kept thinking that was coming. Luckily it didn't. Alright, Cap, good luck, man. Oof, I gotta go to the bathroom real quick. Okay. Oh, what happened to Cap? What'd I miss? Oh. Little tap. Oh, that sucks. It's alright, Cap, you're in a transfer spot. Just keep doing what you're doing, man. I'm almost wondering if it's going to be top in the feature. This guy's going bottom there in 1 and 2. that dude put it on him. So he was running slider lines at so he's running like a slider line at 1 and 2. And 3 and 4. He's basically running like slider. Yep. What? Nines. Obviously, there's track fall off though, so. Good luck in the main. Yeah, good luck, man. I'll be there at the end of feature. You'll be up there. I'm telling you, the top's going to come in on both ends. It's going to come in. In 3 and 4, it's going to come in. I just don't know when. It might even be now. In fact, I'm thinking if everybody's running that slider line in 3 and 4 the way that they are, you might see the marbles or even a cut down line in 3 and 4 really form. Oh no, that sucks. That happens with these cars, man. If you don't drive them in hard enough, it's like the front, it's like they won't even turn, like the front end just washes out on them. Oh, here he comes. Slider die. Oh. I held on to it. See, I think that bottom in 1 and 2 is coming in as well. It's going to be a fun feature. I'm looking forward to it. Top, middle, I'm thinking. I'm with you, Cap. That's what I'm thinking too. I'm actually thinking that that we're gonna see the bottom coming in 1 and 2. I actually think we might see the bottom at both ends come in. It's just gonna be a matter of how good you can run it, how much momentum you can carry on it. Oh, one of the guys, so, all right, everybody made it to the feature. One of the guys dropped out. All right, here we go. I remember the first time I ever raced these things. I was doing a live stream. This was back probably 2020. And I had never driven these cars. These were open setup back then. That's how long ago this was. And I was doing a live stream and I was like, I hop into the race. There's only like 12 cars. And back then, you did qualifying and then it was straight into the feature. There was no heat races with these cars. So, I'm like, hey, just trying these cars out. I've never driven them before. I took the iRacing setup, made just like 1 or 2 little changes to it, and I was like, we'll see what happens. And I went out and I set fast time, and it was actually like a decent split. Like the guys in there were actually like, it wasn't like I was in there with rookies. Like they were actually a decent split. Went out there, set fast time, and then won the race, led every lap at Eldora. It was the craziest thing ever. And since that win in the UMP Modifieds, I think I've only, and that was my first ever race in them, I think I've only ever won like 1 other UMP Modified race. I think I've only won twice in this car. Alright, here we go. Oh, he got me that time. He got the run on me that time. Here comes a slider. And I can't cut down. Damn it. There was somebody there sliding up when I was trying to cut down. Damn. really need that lap car to hold him up a little while longer. Oh no! Didn't want that to happen. That was close. I thought I gave that guy room. Hoping I didn't chop his nose there. Alright, I will take a podium in these cars. 100%. Definitely, I'll take a podium in these cars. Yeah. Sweet. That was awesome. Alright. Well, I think every bit of iRating I've lost on the asphalt oval side, I've gained on the dirt side since I started this thing. Like the asphalt oval side, I've been, you know, wrecking, not doing well. Dirt's been great. Maybe it's a sign. I gotta say, I'll tell you this right now. That was hands down one of the funnest dirt races I've done in a really long time. That was awesome. That was so much fun, man. That race was so much fun. There was different lines. Like, you could drive the car hard, but you got punished if you overdrove it through the slick. You know, you run high, run low, slider, like you would do cut downs, like all that. I mean, like that was a really fun dirt race. That is what we need on dirt. What we just had with those UMPs. That's what we need for all the cars. I should be able to have racing like that in the sprint cars. You know, I actually think the dirt midgets are pretty good right now. I would like to see them have some more forward drive. I do think they need more forward drive. I think all the cars do. But the midgets need more. I think the sprints need more. I think personally that the tacky dirt needs to be more gripped up. I've heard people say, well, the slick needs to be slicker. The slick doesn't need to be black ice. You don't need to hit it and then all of a sudden the car snaps loose and you're spinning out. It doesn't need to be like that because that's not how it is in real life. Yes, you can see those guys and they'll get sideways sometimes, but for the most part, you hit the slick and you're spinning your tires. Right? You might get a little side, but if you're like flat footed, you're spinning your tires. You're not doing donuts. And the slick that we have right now, that's pretty much what it is. What we need is when you're in the good dirt, it should be more gripped up. I should be able to be a lot more on throttle. And that UMP race, that was incredible. That was incredible. That really was, man. I was thoroughly impressed with that. It's been a while since I've raced the UMPs. I can tell you right now, I will be running them a whole lot more. Where are they at next? I should know this. I just did the inside at Lucas Oil. Yeah, that'll be a fun race. So yeah, that was a lot of fun. They seem to be a half a lane lower and getting into 3 deeper and harder than... Yeah, they were. I mean, and those guys were... They're better than me. That's all there is to it. So yeah, they were definitely getting into there a little bit deeper than me. I was trying different stuff because I was trying to close the gap. That's one thing about the fixed racing is it's really hard to just follow the same line and be faster than somebody, especially when they're better than you, right? To catch them. Usually I have to try to hit on something. And I went to that different line that I was running towards the end there, where I was just kind of doing slider at both ends because the guy behind me was all over me. What was his name? Ken Brown. He was all over me for like 20 laps. So I was trying not to get past. Trying to kind of block him in the process. So I agree with you, Kep. I think the midgets and the UMPs are the best cars on the sim right now. I agree with you 100% on that. I really do. As driving these cars as much as I have over the last few days now, the dirt racing that I've done, I would say that the dirt midgets and the UMPs are the two best. Those seem the best to me. The wing sprints, like I said, they need more forward bite. I don't know what that is. Well, I think it's like I've always said, I think it's the track. I really think the tracks are the problem. And I don't know how it works. Right? Like, I don't know if they can have the track wear off faster with one car than another car. I don't know how that works. What I do know is that having these pre-gen slick tracks that we get sometimes in the officials sucks. When you show up to a race and it's a 60% track and it's at, Fairbury, where the top half of the track is already gone and the bottom half is slick, that's crap. Right? And you're in a sprint car. That's crap. That's not realistic. That's crap. And not only that, because I'll hear people, well, I've been at races before where the track is slicked off by qualifying. Yes. It's because there's 5 freaking series running, right? Or, and not only that, even let's just say, we had went to a race about a month ago at Stockton Dirt Track where it was just sprint cars running. It was 410s and 360s. It was the King of the West series and the SCCT. And the track was super slick by qualifying. But it was run in, right? It wasn't like you showed up, the cars hadn't been on the track, and now it's just slick, right? Like we get this pre-generated slick. Like the pre-gen slick on the sim is so different than dynamic slick. When the track is run in dynamically, it's completely different. They're not the same thing. Go do a practice session, right? Like if you hop into a practice session where people been running it, practicing, go hop into that, and then go hop out of that, and then go hop into a test session with pre-gen slick, 50-60%, and you tell me that those are the same. That just driving through the slick, that the slick is the same. It's not. It's not the same. It's not even close. One of them's like black ice. The other one is it's not like it has a ton of grip to it, but there's a difference. You can feel the difference. Also, and I don't know what this is, but there's like this with some of the cars, there's like these, it's like phantom slick. Like you're hitting tacky dirt, but it's like it acts like slick. It's weird. It's really weird. You see that in the sprint cars in the late models. It's really weird. So, but yeah, Kep, I'm with you, man. I would say that those two right now have been awesome. By the way, how you been, Tommy? Good, Devin. Just busy as all get out. I wish it would slick off where people are running, not random places. Yeah, it's gotten better, but you're right. It needs to get the track needs to be more dynamic than and more responsive, more reactive to the actual cars itself than to just, random slick. Like it used to be, like I hear all these people I'll see like in the forums where everyone's like, "Oh, bring back the tracks from 2018 and 2019 and 2020. That was perfect with these cars and that track." Dude, those track states were not perfect. They weren't. They were so far from perfect. I remember being in races and Tyler Shell spotting for me, telling me literally lap by lap where to run and how the track was going to wear. Because it had nothing, it did not matter where the cars were running. The track was just, as laps were getting put down, this is how it's going to slick off. I mean, it was like he knew to a T where to go, what to do, how to do it. And he was telling me this just in my ear, just say, hey man, I remember we ran a 360 wing race at Lanier. Start the feature. I was in like 12th or 13th. Because this was a couple of years ago. This was back 2020. Like I was, or end of 2020, probably 2021. SSR had not been around long. I was not awesome at all. And I had helped them with some setups, and so he was helping me kind of work on driving and stuff, getting better at it. And I remember we're just getting ready to start the race. He's like, dude, slider line, top 1 and 2, slider line 3 and 4, run that. He goes, I'll tell you when to change. Okay. And like 7-8 laps in, he's like, top. Okay, top. And then it got literally on the wall. And then he's like, go to the shelf. I went all the way down to the bottom. And I'm literally rolling the shelf. Then, when there was like, it was probably like 5 or 6, I mean, there's only like a handful of laps, just a caution had come out. He told me, he's like, hey, now you can either run the shelf or you have to be right on the wall. He goes, if you're going to run high, you have to be on the wall. He goes, but if you can stick it right down on the bottom on the shelf, he goes, you'll be able to probably pick off 1 or 2 more spots. And I was like, well, I'm going to run low because at that time I was not comfortable with just being right on the wall. And sure enough, I think I finished like 3rd or 4th because of him. I mean, like he knew the track like to a T. And like when I would be running the slider line, he was like, you need to move up a half a car width. You're not high enough to move up a half a car width. Like he knew to a T. Knoxville, when we ran the Knoxville Nationals, he dominated it, and it was because he like knew what the track was going to do, when it was going to do it, how it was crazy. It's absolutely crazy. And a lot of those guys knew that. So to just act like 2019, 2020 was like this mystical, magical, perfect track is so wrong. So wrong. So it definitely can be improved, and I'm hoping they do it because I'm with you, Kep. I think those 2 cars are really good. And I would like to see the rest of them be as fun as those, as good as those. I think they can be too. So, all right, you guys. Well, that's going to do it. I'm going to wrap it up for tonight. That was, I don't even know, how many races did we run? I'm going to have to look here. So, ran 1, 2, 3. Oh, no, that's not it. I just want to make sure I got them all. So we ran 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we ran 4. All right, sweet. Nice. We've done 9 races so far. We have 191 to go. But already made $30 for the pledge. So that's cool. Hopefully we'll get a lot more. I've had 2, maybe 3. I'd have to check my messages. One of them might be the same guy, but he just sent me a message in email and in Discord. I've had a couple of people who've actually said they're gonna do this too. They're gonna do this too with me. They're gonna try to hop in the races with me and do stuff like that. So that's pretty cool. Because like I said, when I put the video up, I just had this idea. It's just something I'd come up with and I just couldn't get out of my head. I was like, I gotta do it. I'm just gonna do it. So hopefully it keeps going good. But yeah, you guys, that's going to do it all for tonight. Thank you very much for joining me. I really do appreciate it. I will be back again. I have no idea when. Obviously, there will be more videos. I'm going to this live stream will just be available to everybody because I'm not going to edit this, cut it all up and edit it. I'll just put timestamps for the races so people can watch it if they want. But yeah, anyways, you guys, that'll do it. Thank you very much. I will be back this next week at some point. Don't know when, but I will. Pocono is actually one of my favorite tracks, and the trucks, Xfinity and Cup are all there, so expect to see me running some Pocono this week. But yeah, thank you guys. Have a good week, the rest of your weekend, which is Sunday, and I hope you guys have a good week. So until next time, as always, good luck, good racing, take care.